Peace and blessings, y'all. Grand Rising, hi, it's me. Who is me? I'm Sandy Crane of Neo Nappy Bohemian Grunge Style. I hope you can hear me okay. Just thought I'd come out here this morning to say hello, hi, and yeah, I'm working on an order. Still on this duffel bag piece. Got to do some more hand sewing and then back to the machine. But I just, wanted to come and share some things, some random thoughts this morning on social media, and I hope that you're doing okay. I wanted to talk briefly about some lessons that I'm going through that I've been struggling with, but getting better at. And you think when I say this is like, that's a no-brainer. You should always have this attitude and spirit, but I haven't always had it, and that is an attitude of gratitude. Going back over my life as a young woman and as I'm getting older, I'm 58 now, at least for a few more days. 59 is right around the corner, and I'm so grateful for that. But, I used to be able to wear a crown for being the queen of haters, queen of mumblers, queen of complainers, anything negative. I was wearing that crown, that outfit. And I'm so grateful because, for one, primarily my amazing husband, James, has been talking to me over the years. Now, I'm not a quick study on some things, hard-headed, stubborn. And he would always talk to me about, be grateful, be thankful for what you have. And I'm just like, nah, 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 nah. I'm just being transparent this morning. I think sometimes we all need to have those talks to ourselves in the mirror when nobody's watching, or even if you have to talk to a cell phone and maybe get someone else to help support you in your journey. I'm learning that basically, the more that you focus on the lack of what you think you have or don't have, of course, the more that you'll start seeing what you think you don't have. That's just my opinion. I haven't been to college, to school, or anything studying. This is just my life that I have experienced. And sometimes it can cause really bad feelings. You can bring on depression when you focus on lack, or I could also be the green queen. And I mean jealousy, envy. You see people doing what you want to do, honestly. And usually when you have those kind of feelings, at least for me over the years, when I find myself being jealous or envious of someone, it's because I saw them doing something that I really wanted to do, and I was being a hater. I would compare. What they say, comparison is the thief of joy. It certainly is. Even as I've been doing my small business over the years, it's really helped me in my attitude towards Neo Nappy, my small business. Because I don't really stress or worry anymore about somebody being further along than me, or somebody seems to have more likes or a bigger audience, or yada, yada, yada. I'm doing the best with what I have with myself. And that's really all that I can ask of myself. I can't be mad at someone else. If anything, I need to be paying more attention and copying some of the steps that I see them taking. I don't mean copying their product. I mean learning from what they do. Almost daily I listen to, YouTube podcasts and talks from motivational speakers, because if you need it, you need it. It works if you let it, to encourage me to stay focused and to mind my own business and to have a good attitude and to be grateful, to be thankful, to say prayers of thanks instead of moanings and grumblings and mumblings of dissent. Because, what you focus on is what you get. And I'm learning that each and every day. And I'm so grateful for people that are in my life that bring positive energy and that help me. And I hope that I can return that favor by helping them. If it just means sometimes you have to just talk it out, then talk it out. Talk it out to yourself, talk it out with a friend, talk it out to the Lord, to the Creator. But I remember those days when I was just always so down. There was never a good day. I couldn't celebrate if the sun was shining and weather was perfect. I remember being blessed to go on cruises to the Caribbean, and I'm sitting on the ship looking like this. How are you going to be miserable in paradise? Ask me, I'll tell you. But I also can tell you what turned that around was me starting to say a prayer of thanks every morning when I wake up. Just a simple thank you. Now, I ain't got to list a whole bunch of stuff, but thank you because I got breath in my lungs one more time. I started trying to just be more mindful of how I speak to myself, how I speak to others. And not everyone's going to like that when you start loving on yourself a little bit more, because that means that they might not be able to take advantage of you like they maybe have tried to or have planned to, or maybe even, I'll say, used to. And that's okay. I don't worry about those kind of people, because clearly they couldn't be good for me or good for you. So try to remove toxicity first from myself, because how can I pour from an empty cup, or how can I pour from a cup of sludge? So I'm just so grateful today that I'm going through a process in my day-to-day, and it is a day-to-day journey, a struggle, I'm telling you. And this is not a thing about telling you where to go, how to go, if you need to go to counseling or church or to whatever you do that helps you to be uplifted, then do that. I will, of course, discourage the illicit use of drugs and abuse of alcohol, things like that, because those things just mask, of course, a deeper issue. But I mean, I'm trying to reach down deep in my heart and just making a choice. Every day it's a choice for me to decide that this can be a great day. Every day can be a great day, a pretty good doggone day. This is how I approach it. So I know this video is getting pretty long, so if you're still with me now, thank you. But I just want to encourage you and me, first and foremost, that social media can be for more than just, he and ha, and which is great. I love to laugh just like the next person. But there are people out here that are struggling to see the brighter day. They're struggling to see light, and they're struggling to find themselves and to find any level of peace. And life will go on with or without us. So I encourage us all to, keep it moving, keep going. We're heading to the end of another year. If you're blessed to be here, that's enough to start celebrating. Even if you're not where you said you want to be in your business, like me. It's been a rough year, missed a lot of shows, hitting and missing on goals. On my little chalkboard over there, I X out some stuff, and then other stuff like I didn't even get to that. It's another day to keep trying. And if you're trying to do a new business or start a business or revamp an old one or try to keep the one you got going, today's a new day. Let's keep working on those things, and let's keep encouraging one another. That's all I'm saying. Thank you so much for your time. Like I said, it's gotten to be a long video, but if you're with me now, I appreciate you, and I want to encourage you. Have an awesome day. Let's focus on the positive each and every day as much as we can, because we need to do that. So as I come to the camera and get up nice and close, love you guys. Ashe.